Hello everyone and welcome to my Java programming tutorial. In this video we will talk about the string class in Java. So string, as you can recall from the primitive data type, string is not a primitive data type in Java. String is a class in Java because string holds some methods. So the char type only represent one character, but when you have a word or you have a message to display, that is a string type in Java. String is actually a predefined class in the Java library, just like the system class and the scanner class or the math class. Okay, so let's take a look, but we don't create the object of string just like scanner. String class is just like math class. You are just using the methods. You just create string like a normal variable and apply methods to it. Not even like math class, because for math you need java.util package. So there are some methods with strings, and string class will help you a lot in solving most of your programming questions. I say these things a lot in this chapter is basically like where you have math functions, characters, and string. They are just small topics or small pieces in Java. Like you need these things to start working on an actual program. So without these things, it will be really hard. And if you know a good grasp of these things, like you know what math functions exist, what character functions exist, and what string functions exist, like your coding skills will be really good and you will be able to identify and solve a programming question really fast. So let's take a look. So we have the most common methods, dot length. It will return you the length of that string. Again, string have indexes. So if I'm giving hello world, h is at 0 index and all the indexes starts with 0 index. It's from 0 till one number less. So let's take a look. There will be example and I will tell you how this thing is working. Char at method, which we have seen. So what it does, you pass the index inside and it will return you the character at that index, not the whole string, just the character. Char at, it means return a character at that index. So if I say char at, for example, my word is Java, Java, my string is Java, and so as you can see, J is at 0 index, A is at index 1, 2, and 3. So total index I have is 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? But the length will be, if I say s dot length, what's the length of that string? So the length will be 4. So it counts for the length, it counts 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't count like 0, 1, 2, 3. But when you are working with rest of the methods like char at, so if I say char at 4, it will give index out of bound exception. Why? Because there is no index 4. Your indexes are from 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that's what you need to make sure. You just need to focus on how those indexes thing work, because that index things is not just with the string. It goes a long way to arrays, array list, all the way over in Java too. The concatenate, it's a short form of concat, like you are just combining two string. It's quite similar to when you say s1 dot plus s2, or the plus operator you are using in your string, and you have seen that plus operator in your expression as well. You're combining two strings. So or combining two strings, or you are concatenating any other number, or plus 1, plus 2, any integers you have after the string or before the string, it becomes a string. Two uppercase, two lowercase, you have seen these two methods in your character class as well. So these methods actually convert that string into an uppercase or to a lowercase. Maybe your condition is enter all lowercase or enter all uppercase method. For example, you are checking vowel and consonant and you don't want to write extra coding for checking the small letters and the uppercase letters. So what you do is, when you ask a user to enter a character, you just convert that into two uppercase and write the coding just to calculate the uppercase and return the value. And the trim returns a new string with white space, characters, trim on both sides, so it just trim. And simple methods for string objects. Let's move on to how, okay, so this is how your string length is working. We have some examples in our slides. String message, we have welcome to Java. So as you can see, this W is on 0 index, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, spaces are also counted. They are holding an index in our memory. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And the length of message is message.length. You write the string name, you put a dot, and then you call the method dot length, and it will return the length of this string. So anything between, you have spaces, everything is taking an index, and that spaces are also counted. So here you have a good example. That's, I'm so glad that they have it. So this is how the index thing looks like. And if I say message.char at 0, it will return W. Message.length will return 15. But as you can see, the last one is 14. Remember, for the length method, you need to count 1, 2, 3. So you don't count 0, 1, 2. So that's why it's 15. But if I say, tell me the last character or return me the last, I don't know the last character in my string. Where you need last character, maybe your task is find the plural values, right? To how to check if a word is a plural word, because that word may end with S, right? So you are checking the last character of every word. So how to get that last character? You say message.char at 14. In this case, you know that it's 14, but there is another way, which is you call the string name message.char at, and inside you will say message.length minus 1. So as you can see, message.length is 15. If I say minus 1, it will return me 14, the last character. If the length is 5, I will say message.length minus 1 again, a journal method. It will automatically take the length, subtract 1 from it, and return me the last character of that string. Okay, so this is a good example to understand how the length method works, the char at method works. Converting the strings, so actually these are the 2 lowercase, 2 uppercase, you are actually converting those strings. So 2 lowercase returns a new string which will be welcome, all the letters, small case, and then if you have with the same W, all the letters uppercase if you're calling 2 uppercase. Dot trim returns a new string with welcome, removing extra spaces before and after the string. Okay, its trim is not actually doing anything special. It may be doing something special, but right now it's not that special. Concatenation. So as you can see, this as I mentioned, s1.concat s2, so it's just like combining 2 string. So this is quite similar to s1 plus s2. You can also, when you're applying to apply this plus operator, addition operator to 2 string, it will work as a concatenation operator. So just like this, 3 strings are concatenated. So welcome, double quotation marks, 2 double quotation marks, and your final output will be welcome to Java, all combined. So this is same chapter plus 2. You have seen this is in chapter 2. So they have written right, chapter plus 2. You have seen this in chapter 2 where we were working with expressions. So when you have a string on one side and integer on the other side, the whole thing becomes a string, and this 2 is concatenated, like it's combined. As you can see, the answer is chapter 2, 2 combined. Okay, so this is what string concatenation does. String is a big class in Java. It has bunch of methods, like a lot of methods. You just put a dot with it and you will see all the methods. Some of them are not even in your slides over here. So reading a string from the console, it's from the very first day we are seeing how to read a string, not from the very first day, second day, where we just learn how to take input from user. So you use input.next, it just gives you the input. So reading a character, we have seen how we take the character, and then what we have is comparing the string. So they are also part of string methods or string class. They are just in a category that these, for comparing strings, you need at least 2 strings to call these methods, right? So if I want to compare, okay, so one thing about string, you cannot compare 2 string with double equal sign, like s1 equal to s2. You cannot do it with string because string is not a primitive data type, and when you compare these s1 equals to s2, it compares with the reference, it doesn't compare the actual value. So you use dot equal method to compare those 2 equal. If you want to ignore the cases, maybe we have s1 as small w, with small w we have welcome, and dot equal with capital W, and you just directly call this first equal, it will give you false because you didn't mention that ignore the cases. If you want to make sure that cases are ignored, you will call this method equals ignore case, like ignore the cases and then compare if they are equal or not. Then we have starts with, ends with. Again, you have these bunch of methods which you can utilize differently, whether you want to check whether that string starts with Mr. and then he can enter in the club, for example. Let's just like you have an if condition, or starts with or ends with S, it's a plural, like as you can see in the previous one. You can also take the last character and check the plural. You can also check ends with, or maybe you're checking last three characters and you can put ends with double quotation mark last EES I'm looking for in the words. So that's how these string methods work. I hope we have some examples in the future to see. Substring, the most popular methods in our string class and most commonly used. How these substring method works, there are two ways. One way is when you call substring, you just pass one index, pass one value. So what it does is, okay, over here, when you say message.substring and you just pass 11, it starts with 11 and go till the end of the string. So if I say message.substring 6, so my output will be E and all the way to the end, including the spaces, whatever the string have. So this is like the starting position you are telling to the substring method that this is my starting index, and print everything after that index. But when you want starting position and ending position, then you put a comma and put your starting position and ending position, just like this. Message.substring, same method, the same way you are calling, but you are telling your starting position that start with 0 index and go till 11. Okay, 11 is exclusive. Exclusive means 11 index will not be counted. It will stop at index 10. If you want 11 to be counted as well, you will write 12. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so these are some popular substring methods. Finding a character in a substring or in a string. Character is a very popular class. Like, it goes with the integers as well. It goes with the string as well. It's kind of a mixture. It's all over in Java, character. So this is how if you are working with strings and characters, like combining, like from a string, I want a character out and do something with the character. So here are some methods which is a combination. Index of ch, you may want to ask like, what's the index of A? And you don't know, and you can just call index. Maybe you are looking for some character, that is there any A in that string? So return the index of that string, and then index of ch, comma, from the index of s. So these are all the description. Just go over all the descriptions and read. Again, you don't have to memorize the methods, just the popular one that you should know that these methods exist. Okay, so here is an example like how and where to use index of. Maybe you are asking a name from user, and what you are doing is finding a character or substring in a string, and you are separating the first name and the last name. How you know that where my last name starts, where my first name is? So with the first name, they're separated by a space, right? So first name will always start with 0 index, right? If a program asks me enter your name, I will enter my full name, right? Sayeda Nizami, and what it will be from Sayeda and Nizami, what you are doing is there is a space between them which tells you as a reader that this is the first name and this is the last name. Same coding you have to do with the machine, that you have to tell that machine, look for the space and stop one step before the space. So this is what you are doing. First of all, you are asking the index of by using the method. I need the index of this space. So this k is holding, when you're saying index of, indexes are integers. It will return an integer number which is k. So I am separating my first name by calling a substring method. Hey substring, start with 0 index and go till k. Remember, k is exclusive, so it will stop one step before my first name, right? And then for the last name, it will be k plus 1 and go till the end, right? Does it make sense? And how useful these substring methods are? So this is how we are using strings with the characters, like doing a combination. Now you have conversion between strings and numbers, and how you have some method integer.parseInt, so you can convert that integer. So remember, you can always enter 1 2 3 as a string within double quotation marks, and you can convert that 1 2 3, which is a string, to an integer as well by using integer.parseInt, or you can parse the double as well, which will convert that string number into an integer. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you. Bye bye.